Gang. This your boy Hyphen George. Now you are now tuned in to Hyphen Eagles. I want to say thanks for people that tuning in, watching this stream, and been watching us and been following us from the beginning. I appreciate you. We appreciate you. Continue to tune in. We thank you. And let's get into it. The first, I got multiple things I want to speak about, but the main thing I want to talk about first is this new wide receiver that the Eagles done acquire, and that's, let me hope I say his name right, Olamide Zaccheaus. Um, Man, I thought I had a unique name, but boy, I had to go up and search and do a whole bunch of research and going on different platforms just to see how to say his name right. But I hope I said it right. But yeah, the move, I like the move. I really like. I know I always talking about the defense. I know I always speak on what we need to focus on the defense, and I still feel that way. But I feel like, okay, we had enough of space just to acquire, extra space just to require some another player on our offense. So what's up? And it was just that I was hearing a lot about running backs, and I didn't want a running back. If we was going to get something left for our offense, I would say another wide receiver because of the talk going on with Quez Watkins and everything having that third receiver. And I was agreeing a lot of people that was looking for another wide receiver just because of that reason. But that was the only position on offense that I didn't mind besides the defense for us to go out and look for and acquire. And the player that we acquire, Olamide, he seemed like a solid player, like a solid um player that actually you could rely on, when it comes to catching, when it comes to certain routes and how to play that slot and how to get those balls in congested situations. Because the thing about, I understand how Quez Watkins feel. I saw a post that he posted. I'm pretty sure a lot of people saw that he was saying he was going to make a lot of people eat the words that we have been going around about him. He's going to make them eat them. And you always got to feel that way, and you always got to feel like you going to prove people wrong. And I like the attitude, and I feel like there was a move that was made that was good for multiple reasons, and one of the reasons is because of that reason is going to push Quez Watkins to do better, to actually be focused and go out and get hungry and improve, to step his game up. I feel like this move was to be able to push him, to give him a wake up call, and be like, all right, yo, I gotta do what I gotta do, because I said that he deserved a chance because he came in the clutch, and I saw a lot of potential that he did for last season, and he deserved that. But I couldn't deny or overlook how other fans, how the Eagles fan and other players feel how what he did, and a lot of stuff he left off the field. He left on the field, and him dropping passes, a lot of plays that he just messed up, and a lot of things that he needed to work on. It was a lot of clutch plays that he didn't pull through it. So I understood people that felt that way, but I also understood that he did deserve another chance, but doesn't mean that we gotta, just not prepare ourselves when if he have another season of, letting people down or not stepping his game up. So I feel like I like the move for that reason, and I also like the move for because Olamide looked like a solid player. He looked like a lot of the plays that Chris Watkins struggle with. Like, I think he struggled with a lot of congested type passes and catches. Sometimes you're not gonna be wide open. Sometimes it's going to be a defender on you, and sometimes it's going to be a defender over your back. Sometimes they just it's going to play good defense. But if that ball is dropping your hands and it's not being swapped, it's just dropping your hands, and the defense just on your body or it's on you. You gotta know how to touch that ball when you having hard defense on you. You gotta be aggressive and know how to catch it and not be. You gotta be confident in your hands and not dive all the time to dive on the ground to catch a ball. Like, you gotta be confident and you got to run underneath the ball. You know, a lot of those plays, a lot of those drop passes that he had, it was underneath balls that he had to catch over his shoulders, and you know, deep balls that was downfield. Like, you know, he had a lot of deep balls, but a lot of those balls that he messed up was those type of plays. And I see that Olamide, um, he he caught a lot of those passes. He was good with that when congested passes. And you know, he didn't need to be wide open all the time. You know, and that's what we need when it comes to that slot. You know, when we playing a good defense that's really on these wide receivers and on it, we need somebody that be able to catch congested balls and don't need to always be open. And I like the move. I like that they went and got a backup move to test Zach. You know, to tag. I'm sorry, Watkins, and to test him, like to test his ability to approve. Like Quez got to be tested. He got to be pushed. And I feel like this move is to actually get him to push. You can see in his attitude, he's saying he's gonna make people eat his words. And that's the attitude that he'll need. And I feel like this move is gonna push him. This move is gonna actually give him a wake-up call to actually do what he need to be done on that field. And it worked because even though if he do good and he does progress and he does step his game up, it's still good to have another slot because you know you always got to have a rotation. You always got to know how to, just in case, you know, if he got to sit down, then you know you put Olamide in and see what he's going to do. You know, just to keep that rotation going in that position. And to keep the defense off their toes and wondering, okay, he's in, and then he's going in, and the next player going in, you know. So they're always good to have that another good slot player, another third receiver, just to be able to keep that rotation flowing and you know to keep the ball game rolling. Like so, I like that move, and you know Howie he keep making good moves. Like you know he keep impressing me, and like I always and. I like it because now I can continue to trust that he gonna also do the same thing when his draft's coming this Thursday. So yeah, I like the move and continue to do what you do. Now, the next thing I wanted to speak on is based on the thing on. Hold on, right quick. Sorry about that. You know, little family interruption, but yeah, the thing that I want to speak on is about Derrick Henry. I was hearing about getting Derrick Henry, and A lot of it is about acquiring him, and I just feel like dealing with picking him up. I just don't think that would be a good move. We don't need him. Is he's not. We already. I can understand we didn't pick up Rashawn Penny and everything like that, but we already got enough running backs. We don't need yeah. We didn't. I feel like that we picked up. If we would have not pick up Rashawn Penny and we did not require a fourth running, another running back. We got four running backs already. We good. We solid in that. We don't need five running backs. Like we really doesn't. And then paying that money and putting up more money just to have Derrick Henry. Nah, I don't really think that would be a good move. Like I don't know if that really was a rumor that going on, or if that was a really solid, a real solid source that came out and was something that's really going on. But if it is, I don't think that would be a good move. I don't. We already got enough running backs. We already solidified. We paid that money. Now let them do their work. You don't need five running backs. We got four. Rashawn Penny, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott, and Trey. Like we doesn't need five running backs. Like I like the move instead to get this wide receiver. After the wide receiver, focus back on that defense. We need this defense to be rolling. We need this defense to actually do their thing. Yes, if it was what Derrick Henry will be. Yes, what Derrick Henry would be a running back that I would say that would have been great that we would have had. Why? Because he's a power back. I always speak on that we need a strong back that could get between tackles that don't always say don't have to rely on the blockers all the time. But it's too late. Like we already got our running backs, and like that's what we got, and we need to focus on this defense, and that's the focus on. Like we got this running wide receivers. The defense is not. I always speak on this defense. Continue to focus on defense because it's got to be prepared for our new schedule on 23 to 24. Our defense have to be prepared. Focus on the defense. Don't need no more running backs. Focus on the defense. Like we playing. This is a new schedule. We playing. We playing some teams. Like we are playing some offense next season. We playing some offense. Our defense got to be prepared. Our offense is good. Our offense is good. It's solid. Our offense is going to put up points. I know for sure our offense is going to put up points. We have a solid offense. We is what more can you ask for on the offensive side? But our defense is still need to be prepared. We do not need with this rumor going on dealing with Derrick Henry and all that. We do not need five running backs. We don't like. We need to continue to focus on this defense. Continue. Like I like the move for the wide receiver, but continue on the run on this defense. Continue. Why? Because like I keep saying, the offense we playing going towards the 23 to 24 season is going to be an offense that our defense is going to have to be prepared. So we still missing some key rotation on the defense, some key players that we're going to need for this defense on the linebackers, on the safety position. We're going to need more because we're going to need this rotation for the defense to continue. So continue to focus on it. No, we don't need five running backs. Like we do not need it. Like the offense that we play, we got Dolphins on our list next season. It's a little iffy going on with Tiller with Tua, but if that's all they missing is seeing if they quarterback is gonna be dead, and if their quarterback is dead, the Dolphins gonna be that team. We got not even that. We got the 49ers that's going to be there. Like, solid defense and a good offense. Only thing they missing is seeing what's going to happen with their quarterback. But that's the only thing. Like, if they solidify the quarterback position, they gonna be that team that we have to worry about dealing with for our defense. Then we got Kansas City. We got to worry about their offense. I know Patrick Mahomes. We got The Seahawks, you already know Geno Smith did a good thing, had a good season. Their offense is looking good. They got pretty solid defense. Their offense is looking good. They got the Vikings, even though people they could get iffy, but the Vikings is still a solid team, especially their offense is still solid. It's just their defense is a little iffy. Like their defense has got is a little iffy. And you know the Cowboys is they can have that. See they might the Cowboys chokes a lot in going on to the playoff, but in the regular season, they still have a solid, explosive offense, and that can still have those type of games. And it's a rival game, so our defense wanted to be prepared for them. Like the Giants, another rival game. Daniel Jones had a good season, even though they didn't really go in that they won a playoff game now. And we had beat them, but I just still they made it that far. The Giants looking good. Daniel Jones had picked up his game. Well, who knows? He probably pick up his game even more going to 23 and 24. He might have another phenomenal, even better season going on. He might improve just like Jalen Hurts improved. He might improve. So that offense might go into this rivalry games that could potentially give it to our defense if our defense is not prepared. The same thing going on with the Commanders. Like they were solid. They just choke a little bit at the end. They just have a little bit thing of going on with their quarterback. They had a little quarterback position. But if they get a solid quarterback in their position, they could potentially give it to our defense. No, and so forth and so on. We are playing offense we have a good offensive schedule from 23 to 24 for our defense. Our defense wanted to be prepared. Continue to focus on this defense so they won't be trashed going to next season. I don't think they will be trashed now because who we done picked up already and who we done brought back already on our defense. And I'm confident they will be good enough, but you have to make sure, you have to solidify, you have to what's the word? Put the icing on the cake and finalize this defense because it's still more pieces, it's still more rotation pieces. Because yes, we have key players that we have put into the defense, but what if they have to sit down? What if they need to be rotated? Who gonna come in and when they need to be rotate? Who gonna come in on a position on a rotation? And like, is they gonna be able? Is they gonna be good enough? What if somebody sprain their ankle or get a minor injury? It don't have to be an injury to send them out through the whole season. It could be an injury to send them out for a game or two. Who gonna step in and do their thing when they go out? When Slay go out, when Bradbury go out, when Edelman go out, when a linebacker go out, who gonna come in and step in? We need that rotation to be good, so we need to continue to focus on the defense. Our offense is good. We only thing we was missing on our offense is to make sure we have another wide receiver that could give Quez a hand. We did that with Olamide, and I like the move. So we are done with that. That was the only thing on the offense. Now go back to the defense. Continue that, and I feel like we should be good. So that's the only thing I want to speak about. I'm gonna talk more about the press conference going on. I gotta get ready to grind elsewhere. I gotta continue with my job. I got things to do, so I gotta be to work. I just want to hit you with a video real quick to speak about Olamide and to speak about what I'm hearing about Derrick Henry. And I like the move with Olamide, but I would not like the move with Derrick Henry. That's just my opinion. And so, yeah, like I said, sorry for the interruption earlier. A little, personal family business that just happened. But yeah, I like the move Olamide. I won't like the move with Derrick Henry. Continue with the defense, and I think we'd be good. So stay tuned. I'll hit you with another video. Then the draft coming up Thursday. We're gonna have another video for the draft to let you get your ideas on how we feel, how the draft should go. And after the draft, what we feel, what was impressed by, what we know, how we felt about it. So That's all I want to say. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know your opinions. Do you agree or disagree? And I get back. And yes, just stay tuned. I'm gonna come with another video. Also stay tuned for my boy, his merchants, his merchandises, and his clothes. Get your gear up for this new season, and get for the draft. You could wear your gear watching the draft. Stay tuned for that. And yo, we're gonna hit y'all up with more content, more videos. I can't wait to see what we're gonna have for this draft, who we gonna get, how we trust, continue with the good moves. And yeah, fly Eagles fly, baby. This your boy Hyphen Jers. Thank you for tuning in to Hyphen Eagles. I'm out. Bird game.